And you're live.
See what kind of messes are in the background.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. What day is it? Today's Monday. Happy March 16th. We're just 3 days late,
Right.
but we made it. So I'm Kimberly,
I'm Caleb.
and this is Eastern Maine APA. We have had an exciting 10 days,
Right.
and we're still kind of recovering from that.
Some
But-
more than others.
Well, we're just moving a little slower than we like. We're still getting stuff done. We're still busy. So yes, since the last time we saw you guys, we've had both the 8-ball regionals and the 9-ball regionals. We did want to have a show last Friday before 9-ball happened this weekend, but just too many things happened. We just ran out of time.
Yeah, not enough hours in the day.
Yeah, so we couldn't do our Friday show. We were hoping to do it at the hotel. That was a funny thing too. Okay, so I'll tell you a little story. We there's how many league operators there at the regionals? There's like 8 of us league operators, and then there's referees, and we all meet for dinner. And it was probably an hour wait to be seated. Then it was an hour wait to get a drink order. It felt like, and once the food was ordered and the food came, we got our drinks, but they gave us sake
Yeah.
and cocktail. And by the time we got to the hotel, it was late, and
One of us was a little tipsy.
I was tipsy. All I wanted was decaf coffee, and so we watched Survivor. So that's why we didn't show up on Friday from our hotel, which we were hoping to do.
Yeah, we had a lot to catch up during the day.
Yeah, we
and-
didn't get there until 6. We
Yeah.
met at 7 for dinner.
Yep.
We were thinking that we might have a 9:30 show. We thought prime time, catch you guys in the evening. All right, so we're here now. It's Monday. We had a lot of fun. So the Saturday before last Saturday was 9-ball regionals.
8-ball.
8-ball regionals.
It's all right. It's all right.
And we had 10 participants from our area.
Yeah, for 8-ball. And we qualified 1. Congratulations to Lee Lati from Belfast, skill level 5. Battled his way up through his bracket.
Did a great job.
Had some really tough matches all day long, and I think a lot of them went to the hill, including his finals match. And his opponent actually missed the 8-ball like twice. And I just think the pool gods were smiling down upon him, like all day.
And you can catch that match. Have you posted it on YouTube yet?
No, I
It's
haven't
definitely on our Facebook.
I had to share it from Maine APA because they did all the streaming.
Oh,
onto
that's
Facebook.
right. So we
But
might not be able
But
to.
I did share it on our Facebook pages. So I'll see if we can download it and
That's right.
upload it to our YouTube channel.
The regionals, we participate and we support our players that get to participate. But all we really do are the singles boards here. And then once it's in the regionals' hands, they're doing everything there. We really don't have anything to do with how it's put together and run.
Yeah,
And so they're the ones who streamed it. And honestly, my phone was dead by that time. I was gone.
Yeah.
So we'll try to figure that out. I know that when we were watching some of the finals, a lot of people are asking an update on the score. And with 9-ball, it is really hard to keep track of scores for the internet streaming.
Well, what they've been doing differently this year, and nobody was really paying attention, is when they're streaming it, they have new streaming software. So the score is actually on the top of the screen.
Of the finals.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that one. The one we were watching, I don't think Pam's is up there. Not
Right.
all the finals
Might have been
is
a
set up
different-
that way.
Right.
Yeah, not all the finals. There are some streams that they're able to get the score on top. But yeah, we'll try to figure that out. 9-ball is more difficult than 8-ball. I never want to interrupt the players when they're playing a match to ask a score. I'm not
Right.
going to do that. And we really can't bother the players while they're playing a match. And I know those of us at home that start watching the stream, we're watching in the middle. We don't know how many games they've played. We just caught it. And so I understand why we're asking, but maybe as a community, we can find out who's in the room, and maybe somebody on the sidelines can try to help the community know what the updated score is, because it's easier to keep track in the room. I just know as soon as if I'm at home watching it and I'm trying to keep score, as soon as I start typing onto the stream, I've lost the match, and now I don't know who made the next two balls by the time it's all. So I tried last time when you had triannuals on there. I couldn't keep updated with the score. So I know people want
Right.
the score on the updating,
So
but
with the streaming, I just want to explain something. All right, especially in singles regional, I'm playing referee, so I am
Can't.
at the other end of the room. I can watch the the finals from afar. I do have my phone, but I can't sit there and watch live while I'm trying to pay attention to other matches that are going on.
right.
So I can't update the live feed with the scores, and so therefore singles regionals cannot get updated. When we do tri cups and our world qualifiers and we stream them from my phone. And so usually at those, Kimberly will be able to keep people updated.
I've tried, and some days better than others. But
Right.
what you did last time, which was really helpful, is in between each rack, is you kind of unmuted the phone, mentioned the score for those people listening, and then muted it back up. And we'll try to get in a better habit of that, especially with 9-ball, because that is hard. A lot of fun to watch. But we also want to congratulate 9-ball regional.
So we had
qualifier that we had
17 players or 16 players participating in the 9-ball regional this weekend. One of our players did not show up because he's currently in Mexico.
Yeah, he wasn't around.
He wanted to skip all the cold weather and head south. And so we had one player qualify from the skill level 1, 2s, and 3s. Congratulations to Pam Wadika from Belfast.
Yeah.
You did great.
Yeah,
now,
what a match she
Pam
had too.
Has been battling cancer, and she has been in and out of chemo treatments in between matches, and she's been dealing with a lot. And for her to be able to endure
the fatigue.
over 12 hours of pool while going through all of this was definitely inspiring to watch. And
what a great attitude, smile along the way.
Yeah,
she's giving her husband a hard time, Bob. He was there rooting her on. Bob was participating too. Yeah, but Pam was the last gal standing for Eastern Maine APA. Congratulations, Pam.
So singles championships will look different for us this year, as we only have one 8-ball player and one 9-ball player out there. But we will be chasing around our doubles teams and ladies and
Jack
masters, Jack and Jill. Yeah.
Yeah. So we didn't have any masters and any ladies last year, so that'll be new for us.
Yep.
And we had Jack and Jill last year, and we had 8-ball, 9-ball doubles, but we've got 2 each. Did we have that last year?
What?
2 8-ball doubles and
yes.
2 9-ball doubles.
And
so we're used to that, and the Jack and Jill. I remember that.
Yep.
But we weren't chasing ladies or masters like we will this time. So that will be fun.
It's going to be busy.
It is.
It's going to be busy.
And it's going to be around the corner. It's just a few weeks away now.
It's going to fly by. So speaking of a few weeks away, this coming weekend is our Triple Play Players Appreciation Tournament. That's happening in Machias.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Been looking at places to stay out there. The hotel that's right on the river is a little expensive. I haven't called them yet to see if they're actually open, because it is kind of off season for a lot of places out there. There are some Airbnbs that people might be able to take advantage of out there if you want to rent a room, if you want to come out and spend the weekend with us.
And if you have any pointers, if you're out there and you know of places, please let us know.
Right.
Leave in the comments below.
Yep.
We definitely haven't found our place yet. But we plan to go up there and stay.
Yep. We were going to have a players meeting Friday night, but we learned that there's a band that is going to be playing there Friday night.
Live music.
So we'll probably have a quick players meeting Saturday morning before the tournament starts. We'll integrate it into our players appreciation tournament announcements and whatnot.
So hopefully you Machias players that aren't participating in the tournament
will want to come by.
Is that a cat? And if not, there's a few teams from Machias there who will fill everybody in.
Yep. Hopefully the division reps will help fill people in. Team captains will help fill people in.
So we'll be up at the Anchor.
Yep.
They're hosting, and we have giveaways, pull sticks.
Yes.
We're looking forward to it. Fun little triple.
It's going to be
format.
great. Yeah, the triple play format is set up just like the team captains championship. It's a fast and furious format. Teams have a lot of fun. It goes pretty quickly.
This will be my first experience.
Yeah, we'll be raffling off a couple of pool sticks and some merchandise and a few other things, probably a couple of certificates to singles boards, stuff like that.
Yeah, and Mo made those pocket protectors. I think the joint protector holders.
Yeah.
So we'll have a few of those.
Yeah, we'll have a couple of those.
Try to get a hold of Mo and see if we can get a few more items on our way up there.
Right. Maybe pick up a couple of claws.
Yeah, she made a couple of claws with her 3D machine. So
yep.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yep.
And good news, we got our 2026 patches for those of you who requested a patch for the year of 2026 membership.
Yeah, so I'll be going down the list on the sheet and hopefully labeling these patches and getting them out to the players that requested them. And then I will, as I pass them out and put labels on them, I will be deleting all the players that have requested them already and stopping where the number of patches ends. And then the next order will go out in like 2 months. We'll make another order for year patches. And we'll keep doing that until people.
So do we have more requests than we do patches, or we have more patches? Oh, okay. Do you want to show them what it looks like?
It's a year patch.
I know, it's the year patch. I also got an email from the national office. I don't know if all you guys got the same email, but I wanted to remind all of our members, get a free, that's nice, 2026 APA. With your membership, you have a free subscription. I couldn't think of the word for Billiards Digest. And you can find that at, billiardsdigest.com. They said to find that at the members, Billiards Digest with membership. Log into member services and click on the Billiards Digest logo. So if you just go through your APA membership, member services.
Right.
I got all my notes here.
Yep.
So we have our patch. You got the Billiards Digest. And we also wanted to talk about Northeast Challenge.
Right. So Northeast Challenge, one of the deadlines is coming up. So all of our teams that have slots and have not paid for their slots in full yet, you're
asking to get in by this Friday. Is that
right.
The 20th?
The final balance, hopefully you guys get it into us by this Friday. I will put out there that you have until Wednesday at the latest. If you can't get it to us this Friday, we will give you a few days grace to get it to us, but we definitely need it by next Wednesday. All right.
Yeah, and I can't cover you. So if you don't get it in, we'll be forfeiting the slots and everybody will lose their deposits. So we want to make sure everybody's on top of that.
Yeah. Or I think we charge you a late fee.
Is that what happens?
I don't know.
Well, we'll find out, but we can't be late on our deadlines.
Right.
No.
Yep.
What was really fun at the regionals, and I wanted to mention this, is the players that we had, whether it was the 10 on 8 ball and the 16 that we had for 9 ball, is that, Eastern Maine APA is a community of our own, and we're really growing this in the last 2 years. And to watch our players hang out with each other and have camaraderie from division to division. We had Ellsworth and Machias and Belfast all rooting for each other, all playing with each other. Of course, we had Waldoboro there, and I've got some great pictures of just all of our players rooting each other on, taking score for each other, and they don't even play in the same divisions, but they recognize each other, and that just felt good. And that's what happens when we go to Vegas too. Here we're in the Northeast, and we compete against each other. whether it's in division play locally or, Northeast from the state to state. But when we all go to Vegas, we're rooting for each other. We're from Maine. Oh yeah, we're rooting for Maine. Or New England, we're rooting for New England. And our community is just pretty awesome to watch. So that was a lot of fun.
Right.
That was fun for me to experience and see all of our players having a good time and getting to know each other and rooting for each other.
Yeah.
So thank you guys.
And to see our players volunteering to keep score for other matches.
Especially for 9-ball, that's tricky.
Yep.
And a lot of folks joined after the app was already here. And if you were here before the app, scorekeeping took a lot of details. And to not know that or even be fresh on it, it's for those people who remember keeping score, they forgot how it went. So, that was a big help. Big help.
Yeah. So thank you all so much for making it a great event and showing great sportsmanship all day long. And again, congratulations to Lee Lati, our 8-ball singles regional in the 5 skill level bracket, and Pam Wadiker in our 1, 2s, and 3s skill level bracket for 9-ball. Congratulations, and we definitely look forward to watching you have a great time out there in Vegas.
Yeah, so stay tuned, and we'll keep you updated on how they do out there when we're out there. We leave the week of the 23rd of April.
We are leaving the 23rd of
that's
April.
just around the corner, and time flies.
Yes, it does, especially in this business.
So we also got a call from a friend of mine who lives in Dresden, Maine, and hangs out in Wiscasset, and invited us to go down and talk to a little hole-in-the-wall bar owner, Celio, down at the Taste of Orient in Wiscasset, and they have 2 pool tables there. So we're talking to players there, and we might have a new division in our neighborhood. So welcome, Wiscasset. We're excited about that. We're going to have a players meeting down there. Did you say the 30th?
30th, yeah.
The 30th of March. So if you're in the area and you want to play in Wiscasset, we'll be down at the Taste of Orient on March 30th, probably happy hour time, right?
Yeah.
Between 5 and 6, I would guess. And we'll announce that more, I guess, when we get there.
Yep.
But we're excited about that. Met a whole bunch of fun players and people enthusiastic to hear more about APA and join the family. So we might have some more players. We're excited about that.
That'll be great.
And we really don't have any other announcements. We can go right back into our rules. If you want to talk about rules.
So I do have one thing to mention. We need more. So we are into the last week of division play, for our doubles divisions, because our doubles divisions, they have 2 weeks of playoffs, and our open divisions and our 4-team, divisions, they only have 1 week of playoffs. And so they have 1 more week after this. But our doubles divisions are getting into the last week of play this week. We really need you to circle yes or no on your score sheet and let us know if you are coming back next session. That would really help us out, save us some time.
Having to call you just to verify, because we can't assume. Even if you've been here.
we are starting to set up next session, and we really need to work on the schedules. Some of our doubles divisions, especially in the Belfast area, they play out of the VFW, which every 3rd Tuesday is their meeting night. And so we can't schedule any matches there on that Tuesday night, even though I for some reason I seem to miss a week every session. And I'm really trying not to do that this time. So there's a couple of scenarios that we need to figure out. One, we need to know if your team is coming back. Circle yes or no. For our digital teams that are using the Scorekeeper app, as soon as you open up that match, right at the top of the page, right at the top of your screen, it says, "Is this team coming back? Is this team coming back? Please let us know that you're coming back," because I just ran a report, and none of our teams are coming back next session.
Say it isn't so.
Right. So we really need the captains or whoever is starting to keep score. If your team is coming back, even if your whole team is not coming back, but most of the team is, select yes, you are coming back.
Yeah, and it does show up on a report. I mean, if you call us and let us know, we'll make note of it, but it doesn't show up on that report, and it is a lot easier
Right.
with the report. So we would like you to.
If you're gonna
Yes.
if you're gonna call us, call the office or call Kimberly. Do not call me and let me know your team is coming back, because
He's on the road.
a lot of time I won't have a place to write it down. I am not going to remember it on my own.
Yeah.
You can send me a text message.
You can email me too.
Right. Yep. So either way, just let us know your team is coming back. Next session starts the week of April 6th.
Mhm.
And so you have 2 weeks. Yeah. 2 weeks to circle yes or no. Okay.
And if you guys could really be on top of sending in your score sheets and paying for your payments, playoff weeks, we like to let everybody know where they stand. They want to know what their points are. And then we can draw the wild card and know exactly where things are if we're all caught up. So especially the last 4 weeks of play, every session, if you could just really help the whole division out and send in those things on time, that would be great.
Yep. And things are changing next
Summer
session. Things are changing. We're going to a 24-hour period where you play your match on Monday night. Your score sheet and payment needs to be in by Tuesday. All right. So teams
Or
have
24 hours of play. If you're playing Monday, by Tuesday.
right by Tuesday.
I just did it when I was a captain before I left. I didn't have to remember. If I just had the other captain sign, took a picture, sent my score sheet, and then paid on the app when I
Yep.
paid my bill up front. So that's how I always did it. I didn't want to have to try to remember it later. But let us know if you have to make other arrangements. But yes, those are changing for the summer session.
Yep.
And teams are going up a $1 a player.
$1 per player.
$1 per player. So that will also be updated the first week of April.
Yep.
And these will be in our bylaws, and our bylaws are going to be available probably by June, I think is what we were told.
Yeah, May or June is when and they are issuing new rule books.
Yes, we're getting updated rule books.
So, like I do every time they update the rule book, I will read the new one that's coming out,
See
and
what the
I will
changes
see
are.
what they've taken out and what they've added, and I will let everybody know about the changes, and go from there. So, to jump into rules.
Good segue.
Yeah, right. So as we know, like, it's supposed to be continuous play. All right.
What
Once
does that mean?
All right. So once you start the match, all right. Well, let's go to the beginning. So let's say your league area starts at 6:00. All right. As long as there is one person there from the team or from your opponent's team or whatnot, you can start the match at 6:00. You do not wait for more players. You do not wait for your captain. You don't have to wait. At 6:00, that match should start. Now, if you're the only team there at 6:00, then there's a 15-minute grace period to have at least one person from the other team show up
To play.
right? As soon as that one person shows up, you start the match. After that, it is 2 minutes to put up the next player. It's not 15 minutes to put up the next player. It's 2 minutes. It's up to 2 minutes. All right. And preferably you have your mind made up before the first match even ends.
Yeah, if one player is on the hill, you should be thinking about who you're putting up next, because that match could end at the very next rack. And
Right.
you don't want to be not prepared when the next match is ready to put up. Now, the opposing team that so the team that it's to put up blind, you should know who you're putting up. And then the other person has a minute or two to respond, right?
Yep.
The captain has a second,
Yep.
a minute to figure out who they're going to put up against them. But it's not a 10-minute grace period between the last win and the new match.
Yep.
We've got to keep going.
And as a good captain, all right, I'm going to put this out there. Good captain practice to get yourself in the habit of doing is as soon as the last rack starts or the potential last rack starts of the first match, you automatically go up to a player or two and be like, all right, I'm thinking about putting you up next. All right. And what that does, it gives them a key. All right, I need to go smoke a cigarette, I need to go to the bathroom, need to get a drink, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Hopefully they get all that done and come back before that match gets
Be
done.
prepared
That's
before.
right. Because what is happening too much is you go to put a player up and they're like, oh, I got to go smoke a cigarette.
I didn't get my beer yet.
Right. I need to do all this stuff.
Oh, I have to go to the bathroom.
Right. And so that delays the match and makes the match go longer. So we are trying to avoid that, especially in our host locations that close early.
It's
All
just consideration all the way around. It's consideration for your team to be prepared. It's consideration for the other team that you're prepared. It's consideration for the host location that you're not dilly-dallying and making things wait, especially when they want to close. We have some locations that close as early as 10 o'clock. Yep. You have to be on the ball. And so if you're past 10, you might miss out on those points for that match.
Yep.
We can't be inconsiderate.
We do not accept rescheduling matches or postponing matches due to players going out and smoking cigarettes, before they're, in between matches.
Or even in between games.
Right. Yeah, you do not stop your match and go out and smoke cigarettes.
Somebody needs the bathroom. They're like, oh, okay, I'm going to go have a puff. No, people could go to the bathroom, but it's not a cigarette break. It's time to just wait for your break. It's a bathroom break. If you have to go to the bathroom, then do it. But this is a social game, but we haven't been allowed to smoke in pool halls in a lot of years. So we've all learned how to work around it. Caleb and I both are former smokers. We've always played pool. We know how to play a match without having to go outside for a smoke. So we know you can do it.
Okay. Sometimes, going through the withdrawal symptoms, during your match.
Doesn't help your game.
Because all you can think about is, having a cigarette. But it doesn't, make it right to stop the match and, think you can go out and have a cigarette. And I really don't care if your opponent smokes too. And both of you decide to go out and take a smoke.
That doesn't make it okay.
So we are...
And especially the other people in the room are the ones calling us. They're like, there they go again. The host locations, we hear from them.
Yep.
We hear from players that aren't on the team, that aren't involved.
Yep.
So
starting this next session and moving forward, if you do not get your match done before the host location closes, and it's due to people taking smoke breaks or people, doing whatever other than playing pool, we are not going to honor a reschedule. We are not going to honor a postpone of the match. Matches should be going on, and they should be done before the host location closes.
And a lot of doubles matches, you might consider playing the doubles match first and then the singles match after. Sometimes that works better for folks.
Right.
So talk to your other team. See what works best for you guys to keep it moving along.
Yep.
And if you have extra tables, maybe getting those doubles matches after 45 minutes, the first match isn't done, get that second one started so we can keep the ball rolling if there's an available table to do that.
Yep.
Because we really want to honor the host locations and the people who work there.
Yep. Because our host locations allow us to be there. It is not a privilege. Well, it is kind of a privilege.
It is a privilege.
It is a privilege.
It's not a right.
Sorry, right, yeah. Right. I had that backwards. My brain is still tired from this weekend. So
they appreciate the business that APA brings in there, but
right.
we wouldn't be able to play without their pool table.
Yes. Yeah. So
and their kind staff. So be kind to all their staff and the owners.
Respect your host location rules and regulations. Which again brings me to host location rules. If a host location does not allow jumping or masse shots or anything like that, then they're not allowed. Now, I don't care what our APA rule book says. The host location rules,
it's their equipment,
supersede our rule book.
Yeah.
Because they allow us to be there.
If you get kicked out for bad behavior, I can't do anything about it.
Right.
There's nothing I can do about it. They have a business that they care about, and they're going to take care of it, and they're going to see fit how they want to take care of it. So we want to make sure that you guys know how happy and grateful we are for these host locations, and we want to be considerate and respectful.
Right.
Hi, Bryce. Bryce is interrupting our regular scheduled program. Bryce from Belfast.
All right.
Not Bryce from Ellsworth. All right, so we're actually getting down there. You do have shot clock time guidelines. Did you want to talk about shot clock time guidelines? We did get some timers, especially for our higher level tournaments. I have these minute timers that are going to be available for timeouts, so that people understand what a minute looks like. And I'm hoping to get some 30-second ones so that people have an idea of the shot time. You know, when we're learning, it does take us a little bit longer. And when we're arguing with ourselves, we have a conversation. We don't realize it takes a lot of time. The higher skill levels, they kind of know what they're going to do next. And they're kind of wondering why us lower skill levels haven't figured it out yet. But it really is recommended that you try to figure it out within 20 to 30 seconds and move forward.
Right. And we have slow players in all skill levels, not just the lower. We have lower, middle, and high players that just like to figure out the whole table in their head. They're like writing a geometry paper for a college professor while they're looking at their shot. I don't know what they're doing in their head, but
lots going on.
Right.
But shooting isn't.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I recorded some people down at regionals. They could take up to a minute and a half. Most of them were getting it done within 15 to 20 seconds of the next shot.
Yep.
And some of the innings themselves were only a minute and a half. So it does make a difference. And maybe ask your captain to time you if you think that you might be running long. And we've all got stopwatches on our phones. I wouldn't time people without it being gone through Caleb. There's no need to call a clock on people, but we do want to have people try to follow the guidelines, and that's 20 to 30 seconds a shot and about a minute for a timeout.
Yep.
And keep things going. And just like we were talking about, not delaying the game, these are all little factors that keep this game going, and you can get out of the establishment at a reasonable time. All of these factors really do make a difference.
Yeah. Especially when you have a table to split to, you can get out of there rather quickly.
It's impressive. We were playing ladies up in Ellsworth, 3-person teams, and Ellsworth 8-ball started, and we were all getting done at the same time, which just goes to show you our ladies were taking as long as the 5 players on the 8-ball team. They've moved along with those 7-foot tables, though.
Yeah, but we do have some brand new, like very green lady
brand
players.
New. Yeah, I mean, we're all learning the rules together
right
in Ellsworth. But still, everybody was done by 9:30, and they start at 6:00.
Yep.
They got their whole five matches done at 9:30. So anyway, we can do it, and I think it's going to make a difference. Belfast is getting tables this week. They're in communication, guys. They're hoping for Wednesday morning. Might be Thursday morning.
I'll know tomorrow.
So the goal was Wednesday morning, switch them out in time for Wednesday night play.
It keeps changing.
But the guy delivering them keeps calling with a different story.
It's like worse than the captain that can't decide what player to put up.
Talk about being efficient. So we let him know that, we've got to have these tables delivered in the morning in order to have them all set up in time for play in the evening. So we'll get that figured out, but you might know more by the end of the week. Maybe have new tables by Thursday night.
Right.
And then finally, we've got a Players Appreciation Tournament. It's our big anniversary tournament. It's going to be our 2nd anniversary this summer. And that happens in July.
June.
Northeast Challenge happens in July. June is our Players Appreciation. And is that right around summer, like the 3rd week of June?
No.
First week of June?
It's the beginning.
It's the beginning of June.
June looks like the second weekend of June.
Second weekend of June, mid-June. So last year we gave away 4 awards, and that was a lot of fun. And we're really wanting to keep that tradition going. But we'd like to hear from you guys. And we know you guys are in the room, and we know that you guys know who help each other and who's pleasant to be around or really fun or the spirit of pool, spirit of league. So we have 4 categories. I've got my little notes in this little handy dandy book. So we have outstanding sportsmanship. Last year's team that won that was Dave Smith out of the Bears Den. The
Yep.
Ball Busters.
The Ball Busters
earned
Bears
that
Den.
one. And then our Good Vibes Award, that went to Sarah Simmons out of Belfast. She's always got great vibes. She was there on Sunday. It was great to Saturday for 9 Ball. It was great to see her. Last year, Jason Gross got our Spirit of the League out of, was he out of Waldeboro or Rockport? And
Mid-Coast.
Mid-Coast. Yeah, our Mid-Coast.
Yeah.
And then we had our Mentor Award, and that went to
Me.
the late Wayne Wedge out of the Break Room in Ellsworth, who we lost last year and has, quite a history of pool playing here in Maine. So we've got some rain coming down, huh?
Yep.
Our metal roof. So we're going to continue 3 of these awards. We're going to continue the Outstanding Sportsmanship Award. And we gave that to a team last year. So if you have any teams that you'd like to nominate for outstanding sportsmanship, we'd like to hear about that. The Good Vibes Award was a great one. And so this went to a player. So if there's a player or a handful of players that you think just have really good vibes and always make the night fun, whether it's around pool or just, their personality and fun to be around and you really enjoy being in the same room. And then Spirit of the League. We like that one. That also goes to a player that is kind of, a league cheerleader that is maybe more around the game of pool. And then we're going to add Above and Beyond because there are a lot of people in our league that do go above and beyond. And it'll be a hard one to give out because there are so many of them. And that's on a personal level. There are people that, did things on their own to help support our league in areas that maybe needed a little bit of extra support at a time. We've had players and teams stand up for their other players who were recovering from cancer. That happened in a couple of our divisions. Just people stepping up, just to keep things going. And so we have an Above and Beyond. So we're looking for nominations. You can put them down in your comments on your app, or you can write them on your score sheet. You can send me an email. Again, don't tell Caleb. Don't even text it to Caleb. Text it to me and I'll get them all down and we will pick our winners from there. And everybody will hear the winners at our Players Appreciation Tournament in June, mid-June. I should look at our schedule before we do these shows.
Right.
But we are kind of, recovering from a couple of busy weekends.
Yeah, and it takes me a couple days to, get back into the swing of things. So I think I sat in front of my computer for about an hour this morning. Just my brain was blank. I knew I had a bunch of things to do and just couldn't figure out what I needed to get
It's
done.
all these little to-do lists, all the behind the scenes that take time and conversations that happen and setting things up and preparing.
Yep.
Getting a hold of national office and hotels and flights and Airbnbs, lions and tigers and bears.
So I think this Friday, if we get our show in to our schedule and get to talk to you guys on Friday.
Probably will be out of Machias.
Maybe. Who knows?
It's a few hour drive. So either it's going to be early Friday or late Friday.
Right. Either way.
If we get it on.
There you go, in depth into our division rep program and expectations and whatnot. Hopefully, get some good feedback.
Yeah, and we're working on.
We have a couple of divisions that need some division reps, some good division reps. So we'll go from there. We'll see what this week brings us.
Yeah. We appreciate our community. We appreciate our pool players. We're having a lot of fun, doing everything we do to keep things moving along. And sometimes our brains don't work as well. We need a little bit of recovery time, but we're chugging along, and you're always welcome to call us.
So if you're still watching up to this point, here's a recap. 1, circle yes or no if your team is coming back.
Please
Click yes, your team is coming back. You know, when you're on the Scorekeeper app, you know, let us know if your team is coming back. No smoking in between matches and prolonging match times.
please.
All right, you have to make sure those are getting done before the host location closes. And other things. But that was what I wanted to reiterate at this point. If you're still watching to this point, yes. You know, so
Good job.
circle yes or
Got
no.
it?
Yeah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you
Comment
next
down
time.
below. Yeah. Remember, have fun
Meet people.
and play pool.
All right. Take care. Have a great week.
Bye, guys.